So we're rolling this morning already, and we're already having record highs. Yesterday, here the heat index is 103. I got several things I need to do to my loader right quick, and I'm gonna go ahead. I've got all the trucks are loaded. I'm gonna go ahead and do this stuff to it real quick. I need to put some oil in it, fuel it up, and I'm gonna go ahead and grease it too while it's cooler this morning, because it's supposed to jump back up record high again today. I'm gonna take y'all along while I knock this out. I'm supposed to be having a special guest come out today that's gonna help me do some stuff here in the woods here, so that'll be pretty cool too, if he does make it. If he does, y'all will see him in the video here on after this, so stay tuned. First thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and get the fuel running on it, because it takes a while to fuel this thing up. Get that going. And then I'm gonna take the lid off the top of the hydraulic tank here, because we're gonna pour it in. We're gonna pour it in through the filter base, because it just pours better doing it that way. I'm gonna take this whole lid off right here instead of that little small hole. Take all these bolts out. I do it this way because it's just easier to pour it in, man. This vent right here on top is just too small, and that's where you're supposed to take this thing off. It's just a small hole, man, and it don't work real good. The best thing to do is just take the whole cover off of it. It only takes a second to do. Take these bolts out and just lift it straight off. Alright, I'm gonna wait till I get my bucket of oil up here, and then I'll lift it off. Let me go get my oil. See, just set the lid off, and you can see down in the tank right there. Now I've got that whole hole to fill in, rather than one that's about that big right there. Why Hitachi has it designed like that, I'm really not sure, but on these D's, that's how they did it on this. And this machine was supposed to have an electric pump on it to pump the oil into the tank, and it got failed to get ordered like that. So we're just gonna dump her in there, fill her up. That's it. She's full.
But I do know one thing.
What's
it
that?
Won't compare to that.
It won't compare to that. So what we got? We got Mr. Larry here. He's my guest today. I knew he'd be here. The other day, when I posted that video about the poplars, he sent me a message right quick. And he said he wanted to come out here when I cut them things up. I'm like, come on, man. So he's got a 660 here. I got my 372 over there on the ground. And then we got the bad boy right here. We got the 395. So you like me, shorter bar on there.
Yep.
So you can.
How to cut any tree you want.
Yeah. You can do a lot more than what a lot of people realize with a 20-inch bar.
Exactly.
A lot. Because I mean, even up to a 50-inch tree, when you make your face cut on the front before you bore it, you can go ahead and hit that core of that thing from the face cut, because the saw will reach on, because you got that big open face, and you can reach on up in there and you can go ahead and get that center out.
It takes a little work.
Yeah.
But
the thing about, and I'm gonna say this, and you can agree with me or not, running a saw with a long bar is a different animal. You have to treat it completely different.
Exactly. They're heavier.
Right.
They're more costly.
Right.
Takes more power. It's just hard for me it is.
They've got better bars now that have been cored out to where they're not as heavy, and they've been filled with some stuff where they're not as heavy, so that's better. One of the biggest things about it is the centrifugal force of that chain going all the way out there and coming back is so much easier to get yourself in a bind like that. And if you're running a saw like this, a 395, this is nearly a 100cc saw. These things right here don't play, boys. These things right here do not play.
Cut dull or sharp.
Right. They'll cut dull or sharp, either way. If you're running a long bar and that thing does hang and you're at full song on that thing, that chain hangs, you're fixing to eat that saw. I mean, it's finna feed it. Whatever body part you've got between you and that saw,
it's coming at you.
It's coming at you.
Yep. I've never personally liked the long bars.
And if you ain't never been kicked by one of those big, powerful saws right there, it's like getting hit by a mule, ain't it? I mean, it's worse than a mule. So y'all gonna get to see some video of we're gonna cut these poplars up here. I got Chad bringing the rest of them up, and we're gonna cut them up in multiples of anywhere 10, 6. So it'll be 6 foot, a 6-inch allowance, 10s all the way up to 16 and a half. So
Mr. Tim's going to get to run the
yeah, we're going
395, the 660.
Yeah,
and
that's right. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. It's gonna light that up right there.
Okay.
See.
Were you recording now?
Yeah, I'm recording right now, and then you just hit that button again. We about to trim these. I am gonna trim that butt right there, and let's get. We
got your long taper. I need to grab mine there.
I've got. No, I don't have my Spencer tape.
All right, let me grab mine. I thought about that after.
These boys down here, they use the long tape.
That's
up in
right.
Ohio, we use the short stick.
Short stick. We're gonna paint these things, and we're gonna cut them. I'm finna fire that 395 up right there. See, there's the earplugs, people. They'll be going in right here. And Mr. Larry's gonna run the camera for me here. Is what he's gonna do, right?
That's right.
That's right.
So
all right.
If it doesn't turn out, it's my fault.
So look, here, a little story about Mr. Larry. Let me talk about Mr. Larry just a little bit. Mr. Larry is a Vietnam veteran, 71 now, 72.
68.
You're sick? No, I'm talking about how old?
Age? I thought you.
71.
No,
You're a young chick, man.
69. I'll be 70.
Okay, 70. That son gonna look at him. That joker's in. I wouldn't want to work against you, because I mean you'd hurt me. But yeah, he lives up in Cambridge, Ohio, where the Paul Bunyan show is. But he's moving down here. Is what he's basically doing. He's gonna come down here and live down here. And so you suffer from PTSD, right?
I suffer PTSD.
Right.
I'm 100% combat stress.
And you log too. He's a logger up there in Cambridge. He logs, and so he's probably been out on our job probably a dozen times or better now. He's been to my house a few times and stuff like that. And so this for you call it therapy.
This to me is therapy, and
Right.
people, I'm going to say this deep from my heart, this is one good man. They don't have to let me come out here.
I just wanted to share that. So we're fixing to get busy, and we're fixing to work them up. Chad's bringing up some more big ones here right quick. I'll spin the camera around. What, you're 6'4", right? Ain't that how tall you are?
I'm about 6 foot.
6 foot, okay. Look at it compared to the tire on that scooter. Come on back here. They're gonna bump them tops, and tops will come and push around. That one on that far side over there is the one I'm really after over there. Look at them. What's a 16 on that gonna scale? That's 5 trees. He's got some more down there to get. There's some big ones, ain't they?
There's the sakes. That's a whopper, people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, y'all have big timber up there, but this is comparable to what y'all have up there in Ohio, ain't it? I mean, this is big boy stuff right here.
This is real stuff.
All right, let's check that butt real good on that thing, Kevin. Look good. This is that biggest one that I trimmed the other day. Let's get a 16 or see what it is off all the way. How'd that top look? 'Cause I couldn't see it. So Kevin's gonna go ahead and paint them for me here is what he's gonna do. So that's gonna be perfect right there.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. There you go. Oh yeah. I love to run the big saw. An orange saw now. What we gonna get?
Yeah. You're going to get a real surprise, Mr. Tim.
like my heart while I was breathing so hard. You said heart rate 177 right there?
177.
I challenge anybody to come out here and run soft for about 5 minutes and see if they're breathing hard or not.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care how in shape you are, dude.
It'll put it to you.
178, oh yeah.
And there's a
Kevin Stackman out of the way for us right now. Got them all cut up. This in here is going to be like that too. That's a load there.
784 feet.
784 feet in that log.
You made them 16 footers, didn't you?
Yes, sir. Three foot 7, 43. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right, the first one I just throwed on there weighed 5,000. This one right here is going to be a little bit heavier.
Hold up, Matt, down before you put nothing on. When the scale come back on.
Okay, 4,500. Let's see what this one's going to weigh. I'm going to put it on the back rack. So it's 9,500 pounds in them two logs right there on that front rack.
Well, what's that, dude? You're going to look like Flintstones when he dropped that rack of them. What, pterodactyl lions on the side of his neck, on his neck, on the side, and put the gun in my head with it. Yeah, Lord.
How much was that one?
4,000.
4,000.
That's 4,000.
That's the biggest one right there so far, 5,500 pounds in a 16-foot cut. Don't hit that bolster.
About 4,800.
Hey, go. It's loaded. I'm gonna get down on the ground there right quick. It's gonna stop right there, I believe. What he's about to do, I think. Yeah, he's gonna bind it right there. I'm gonna get down. Some big ones. I guess What's the last time we hauled anything that size was when we was over at Stein's. We cut that job for Jason over there.
Last time we hauled him.
And we hauled them tree length.
Yeah, we hauled him.
So which one of y'all took that 15,000 pound log that day? Then I can't remember which one it was, but they couldn't even had to use 2 loaders
That
to
was
pick
me.
it. Was it?
That was me.
Yeah, they used 2 loaders to pick it up, and I picked the thing up with my.
2 loaders and a front end loader to get it out.
That's right. It had to pick it up, and the truck drove out from underneath it. Yeah. I have no idea what they're going to use these logs for down there. These are going to Aliceville, Alabama, to Lewis Brothers Lumbers, who's going to get these logs right here. I have no idea what they'll do with them. So I know a lot of y'all probably wondering what my thoughts are on the Stihl, because we're done now. And compared to Husky, because y'all know I'm a Husky guy, I bleed orange, the Husky orange. There's not a lot of orange difference between the, I guess you'd call that red, maybe that orange, this is orange, but one thing right off the bat I noticed on the Stihl is a start, the pull start on it. It don't come out very far. It's just short. And yeah, I like that. I wish Husky had that. But I'll say this, the Stihl is a torquey saw. It's got some torque, but it's not running what that saw right there is running.
No way.
That thing right there, Jack, is, those 395s are no joke. Now I've got, some of y'all know I've got a 394, which is the one before the 395. I think bought that saw in 93, I believe. And so it's very old. And it's heavier than that saw right there. I don't know what they did with that 395, but it's not as heavy as that 394, because I can't run that 394 long and I'm give out. I like both saws, but I like a saw that turns. I like one that will turn and go. But I'll say this, you know what you do in sharpening the saw.
I hadn't sharpened that thing forever.
Yeah. Well, like you said, of course, these are cut dull or sharp. They got so much freaking power, man. Yeah, you got a good point on it right there. Good point. And the rakers, they're properly called rakes,
Right.
but some people call them drags. I call them drags. They the perfect height right there. I can tell. I can feel it, man. I can feel it. I can feel it. They're perfect right there on that. Kevin did run the 372 just a little bit, but so that's all good. So, yeah. Well, I don't think Kevin really wanted to mess with that one right there, because he knows those right there ain't no joke. Eric's right over here cutting on our left over here. But I appreciate you coming out, man, and playing today with me.
I appreciate you letting me come out here, Tim.
Because I posted the video Saturday about the big logs and going to be bucking them up. And so Mr. Larry texted me immediately and said, I want to come out when you're doing it. I said, all right. I said, we're probably going to do it Monday. He said, all right, I'll be out there first thing. And I'm like, yeah, we need to do it first thing, because it's going to get hotter than the haze of heck today.
Worked out good.
Yeah, it worked out good. I told him, I said, when he comes, I knew he had these saws here. I wanted to run these saws. I wanted to run these big saws. I like it. I like the big saws, man. I like them. They make
I do too. That's why I got them.
Make my blood pump, man.
Next one I buy will not be that one.
Yeah, will not be another Stihl. Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah, I like the Husqvarna. I like them a lot. There's probably a lot of people. There's nothing wrong with Stihl. We used to run Stihls forever. There was a time period back in the 80s, the late 80s, and the very early 90s, man, Stihl just fell off the wagon. I mean, they just, man, and at that time we were hand felling everything, and it was just, the aggravation factor was high.
Back then, we had a lot of problems with the oilers. They had that plastic gear in there, and they were always giving you fits.
Yeah, and the but so we swapped the Husqvarna, and that's what we've been running ever since. I love to run those things, love to run the big saws, and just I like that saw to work for me, not me to work for that saw. You know,
your heart rate would have been way greater.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But anybody, I'm gonna tell you though. Now we were talking about this a while ago too. If you're just a weekend type person fooling with saws and stuff like that, man, unless you know what you're doing, stay away from these big saws because they will hurt you, man. These things right here, I mean,
In a heartbeat.
they'll hurt you, and the power of these things is mind-boggling, man. They're like top fuel dragsters or something. I mean, when you mash the gas, they're on. But I really like the way the Husky. I mean, both of them's good saws, but I really like the way the Husky it's turning more. It just runs.
Just a cutting saw. It's a cutting
saw. We enjoyed it, Mr. Larry.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Tim.
man. So we're gonna let y'all go. You want to say the later taters?
Hey, later, Tater.
Yeah. See y'all.
All right.